A few years ago, Huawei was unwilling to be sanctioned by the United States, and Huawei decided to embark on the road of research and development. Since the chip rules were revised, Huawei was unwilling to be restrained and started the pace of independent research and development. Now both systems and chips have made major breakthroughs. Today, Huawei is no longer controlled by others. It can be said that this is the only one in the domestic market. Earlier, Huawei's mobile terminal systems were basically based on Android. Overseas, they also chose to cooperate with Google, using GSM services. At the same time, the self-developed high-silicon chip, because the domestic supply chain could not meet the demand, also chose to find produced by TSMC. After that, Huawei revised the relevant rules, which directly caused TSMC and Google to not be able to ship normally, which also caused Huawei to suffer a big loss in chips and systems. But fortunately, Huawei immediately launched the killer HarmonyOS system and self-developed HMS. It can be said that at that moment Huawei is no longer restricted by others, and at the same time, Huawei has also started a comprehensive layout on the chip. Now, after several years of precipitation, HarmonyOS has its own place in the Internet of Things system. A large number of household smart appliances have been equipped with the HarmonyOS system. Now the concept of the Internet of Everything has become more and more clear, and cross-screen operation is no longer available. Rare. In addition, in mobile terminals, Huawei has also built its own ecological chain around the HarmonyOS system, and smart screens have begun to link with tablets and mobile phones. At the beginning, HarmonyOS users have reached 300 million. According to the data released in April, the HarmonyOS system independently developed by Huawei now has more than 240 million users, and Huawei is constantly working on new technologies to upgrade the HarmonyOS system. Now the HarmonyOS 3 system has come out, and at the same time using has more than 300 million users. It can be said that the growth rate of HarmonyOS users is very fast. In a few months, it has increased from 240 million to 300 million, which means that the HarmonyOS system has been affirmed by the majority of consumers. Yu Chengdong also said that the development speed of HarmonyOS system can be said to be unprecedented, including coverage models and coverage devices, which are the fastest growing. The current HarmonyOS system has been impeccable in terms of security, and the user's information is basically authorized offline, and there is no need to link to the online. So the customer's information will not be linked to the mobile phone application without authorization. Middle. In terms of mobile phone hardware, Huawei has also made a lot of upgrades. Today's performance and fluency are not inferior to Apple's. After the release of the HarmonyOS 3 system, Huawei also released the list of mobile phones that can be upgraded. Among them, the most striking is the Huawei P50. Huawei is not like other manufacturers in upgrading the system. Some manufacturers need the latest model to upgrade the system. The P50 is a model released in 2021. For the experience of old customers, Huawei is not sloppy. The move is also very popular, and many users also report that the P50 in their hands is getting more and more fragrant. As the flagship model of 21 years, the performance of the P50 can be said to be quite amazing, especially the P50 Pro, which has also been well received in the comments of the majority of consumers in the mall. First of all, in terms of screen design, Huawei has adopted the most popular punch-hole screen, which has also greatly increased the screen ratio. The top domestic screen that comes with it, with the blessing of high screen ratio, the color is more gorgeous, also very real. At the same time, taking into account the user's sense of game experience, the screen refresh rate has also reached 120 GHz, making the entire screen more smooth, and the hyperboloid design also makes the field of view wider. In terms of configuration, the 8G memory and the Snapdragon 888 processor, under the optimization and blessing of the HarmonyOS 2 system, are not inferior to Apple's iPhone and even show richer picture details. At the same time, Huawei's camera function can be said to be second to none. The 200x zoom capability, combined with the rear 3-shot, coupled with high resolution, the photos taken are also extremely realistic. Now the HarmonyOS 3 system is also compatible with this model. In addition, with the addition of the Internet of Everything, all home appliances equipped with HarmonyOS can be linked, and there will undoubtedly be a better experience after the upgrade. As a competitor cultivated by the United States, Google has been unable to stop Huawei's research and development. Now that Huawei's ecosystem has gradually improved, many foreign media also said that Google has cultivated such a powerful competitor because it cannot ship freely, and they also expressed their sympathy for Google. Google has known the seriousness as early as when Huawei deployed HarmonyOS, requiring all manufacturers to use the slogan that more Google services can be used on the packaging box, and also set a threshold to prohibit Huawei mobile phones from using Google through technical means. However, Google can't stop Huawei's pace. Huawei has completely removed Google's open source code in the HarmonyOS 3 system. At the same time, HarmonyOS has surpassed the trend of Android in all aspects, and even rivals Apple's iOS in some conveniences. Okay, let us summarize. In terms of the Internet of Everything, it has completely left Android behind. In order to cope with this situation, Google is also frequently modifying relevant rules, intending to block the erosion of Android's share by other systems. However, HarmonyOS users still reach 300 million. Opposite with such a growth, the outside world can only sympathize with Google.